Hi everybody, how are you doing today? It's Robert Rook here. It's October 3rd, 2014, and I just want to say happy day 40. 40 days. Wow. So yes, 40 days. I'm not sure if this is 2/3 through, if this is half through, if this is a quarter through, if it's an eighth through, or any other fractions. Obviously, you can't live on juice forever, and it's not healthy, and with all this abundance of energy, I want to work out and, get right and get balanced and get healthy again. So let's see, what have I been up to today? Well, I'm getting ready to go take a walk. I walked last night 4 miles after I did the sea salt flush. That was an interesting experience. As you saw, it went down rather quickly. I didn't fall asleep, but I almost passed out. I was laying on my right side as suggested, and maybe instead of a half hour to 40 minutes later, it was maybe an hour 10, hour 20 later that everything finally started to grumble and work. Now, I had gone to the bathroom a few times yesterday, so for lack of better terms, I don't was quite as full of it. Well, I'm always full of it, but I'm not. Okay, I am. So, within reason, let's agree to disagree. So I went twice over like a half-hour period, and it was pretty heavy, I guess. So I knew that there was no way that that's all I had in me, but I felt so worn out and dried out and dehydrated, and I thought that I was done, so I started on my walk. Well, I had the worst cramping and bloating and stomach aches, and I was so heavy and gassy last night, and I don't know if it's because the salt was foreign. I mean, different people's bodies process salt differently. Salt flushes will work for some individuals. It won't work for other individuals. With some people, it depends on the intake of salt or the varying degree of how much water, how much salt, the ratio. Keep trying it. Other people, it does more harm than good. So I just don't remember feeling so bloated, so gassy, everything else. Now, I've noticed a lot of people do it early on in the cleansing process, so maybe that's when they still have more food or waste to push through to detox. Maybe I've been juicing so long that even though it's still breaking stuff up, pushing stuff out, maybe I've been cleaner and healthier and it was foreign to my body. I don't know. But I slept okay last night, but I woke up this morning and again my stomach just kind of a lot of horrible noises, and I had a headache. I've had a headache for a couple days, and I think the flush made it worse yesterday. So not feeling well, and no, I'm not dependent, but I figured, okay, well, if there's stuff in there, it wants to come out, it's not doing anything right now, I'm going to induce an enema. So I went ahead and I did that, finished that up, felt a million times better. So I'm not sure if the sea salt cleanse is right for me, if I will be doing it again, if I did it wrong, if it's material, whatever. But like when you first do the enema or you start juicing, you will ripe your spa. I mean, if you have hemorrhoids or any conditions of the backside, everything gets a little touchy, tender, and I highly suggest medicated wipes or cooling pads or tucks or anything you might use, creams, anything that helps relieve the pain. So yeah, everything back there is a little tender, and I don't think I'm going to try riding a bike for a day or two. But I've also dropped the enemas down to like 1 a week, maybe 2, depending on how I'm feeling. But right now, I feel great. They're coming for me. Just kidding. Yeah, I'm going to go for my walk, go get my evening juices. I think tonight I'm going to try a new array of vegetable juices. Get the Works and the Garden Medley and all the other fancy names they have for all these things. So I've been doing a little heavy on the orange juice and a little heavy on the kale, so tonight I'm gonna make my daily juice intake today be more celery, cucumber, ginger, kale, and spinach are part of the greens. They put maybe some chard, I don't know, whatever they have on hand. It's not too much more to get their custom juices, so I'll let them get creative. Other than that, so yeah, no longer bloated, gonna take a walk, stay 40, I feel great. You can do this, anybody can do this. I'm definitely not ready to stop. One of my really good friends is Hispanic, Mexican Hispanic, and we got in a conversation last night talking about Mexican food, and I found myself in a headspace where I wasn't craving it, but I definitely missed it, and I was, in my head, and I keep telling myself stuff doesn't look good, and most of the time it doesn't look good, it doesn't smell good, but I know for a fact that her family's a good cook, she's a good cook, and we were talking about tacos, and I don't know, she was like, you could try a veggie taco, and then I realized, how much I didn't want, so eventually I'm going to see if there's a raw or vegan substitute for tacos, but, I haven't even thought about meat or cheese in days. So for a little brief moment there, I was thinking about tacos. It almost made me uncomfortable. I wasn't about to binge or, run to the store literally now that I can run. I wasn't going to run the store and, shove a bunch of tacos, and I definitely wasn't going to Taco Bell. But I feel good. Like I said, I'm very confident. I'm very secure in what I'm doing. I want to keep doing it. The weight is coming off. I know for a fact the inches are coming off. The measurements will be next Monday. But I just want to look a little firmer, feel a little better. Yeah, I don't know. It's a clarity, it's a focus, it's a state of mind. I mean, I felt so good for so long that I'm actually almost having trouble remembering how bad it felt when things were bad. So this is a blessing, and I know at that time I was so fatigued and tired and out of energy and just clouded and lazy, and my stomach always hurt, and I was bloated and I was cramping, and I don't know, it's night and day difference. And again, 40 days, I'm assuming this is probably 2/3 or half my journey. I don't know yet. So I will definitely continue to pump out these videos daily. Be in touch, ask questions, ask comments, try it yourself. You guys have my respect and admiration doing this. It's definitely not easy. It's willpower, some people blow through it, other people don't. I was standing in the store last night to get my juices, and a lady, she was on day 3 or 4 of her cleanse, but she confessed to me. I told her I was on day 39, and she's like, how are you feeling? I'm like, oh, I'm feeling good. And she was an attractive woman, and I was a little tongue-tied. Well, I am kind of socially awkward, but a little tongue-tied, and she's like, yeah, I'm on day 4, but I'm going to have a peanut butter smoothie right now. And she's like, what do you do for your protein? And even though I thought, hey, this is an opportunity to talk about what I've learned and share what I learned and everything else, as you know, it's one of those debates, and I figured I don't want to do this right now, and the yoga lady behind her, they got to talking, and I slid out of there quietly. So there is a protein video on the other videos, the other playlist I have, so if you're worried about protein intake and you want more involved opinions or educated opinions, start there and look at the other stuff. And again, you don't really need to be concentrating on protein right now, because this isn't to change the appearance of your body. It's to clean the inside of your body. As you clean the inside of your body, the stuff that needs work or is lacking or could look better, it cleans itself, which means you lose the weight, you lose your acne, skin tone improves, you glow, you shine, you radiate, you just look better, you have more energy. So again, it's not so much about a complete physical makeover, it's an internal makeover. And again, I'm trying to do my best to explain what this is like, but it's one of those things that it's almost, until you do it, you'll never know how the other half lives. And 1 day, 3 days, 5 days, 7 days, 14 days, you can do it, and any juice is better than no juice. So with that said, I'm starving. I'm going to finish my trusty water here. Thankfully there's no sea salt. I'm going to put shoes on and go hike and call it a day. So happy Friday evening all. Thanks for hanging in there with me all 40 days. Cheers to you if you've watched my videos. Cheers to you if you've watched 2, because some of them might be painful. Go watch, I think it's video for day 8 or 9 where I have that experience with the cayenne pepper. Instant laughs for certain. I always like to watch them, watch the color right out of my face. So you guys have a wonderful Friday. I will see you tomorrow. Take care of yourselves, be good to everyone else, and that'll do it. Bye.